Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today on DIY Dad, we're gonna build a robot lamp. Something that, you can do when it's cold outside. It's snowing out here in New York, so I gotta find something to do inside the house besides actually fixing the house. Today we're gonna do a robot lamp. I'll show you how it's done. We're gonna use some pipes, some electrical boxes. We'll put a switch and an outlet in it. It'll be pretty cool. Something you can do with your son, your daughter. I just figured it'd be a cool idea. Got an old wire. We're going to use a 3-prong only because I'm going to put an outlet in it. Otherwise you can do it with a 2-prong, an extension cord that you can cut the end off. See, I actually bought extension cord, but it's only 2-wire, which is good for a lamp, but not really good if you're going to put an outlet in it as well. So you want to ground it. So next time maybe I'll build just a lamp. I have an outlet with a built-in switch. That's what we're going to use. That way you can turn the lamp on and off. And you have an outlet in case you want to maybe a phone charger or something like that on your desk, computer. So we'll use that. Got an electrical box. We'll put everything down below of what each item is, and pretty much you get everything at Home Depot. So if you want to get it on like Amazon, but Amazon you'd have to buy, probably quantities, not just one of each. I did look on there, it is cheaper on Amazon, but you gotta buy 10 or 20 of them. We're gonna use a spotlight end, which is like under $3 for the bulb. Like this. You can bend it so you can actually aim the light wherever you want. You could put it straight up and put a lampshade on it, which I do have a lampshade, I'll show you. Or you're going to use it as his head facing out with a bulb in it. Use these as his feet. We got 2 of these. We're going to use these little elbows for his arms and his legs. I actually bought enough stuff to do 2 of them, but the first one we'll build is a more simpler one with just 1 single outlet instead of a double. I was going to do a double, bigger body, but maybe we'll do that one next time. It's an outlet cover, put over the outlet. And I bought a bunch of pipes, different lengths, so we can see if we want to make them taller, shorter. You can basically make the robot any style you want. And you got to get these conduit lock nuts. You get these to connect it to the box. So we'll use these. I think I bought a 20-pack. Okay, so you're going to need 4 of these, and everything I got here is 1/2 inch. I got these end caps for the ends of his hands to make these his hands. It's a little end cap, basically like a plug that you would just screw in the end, plug off his hand. The other plug. And what you want to do is on this box, I got a box with all 1/2 inch plug holes. We'll need 1 for his head, 1 for each arm taken out, and 1 for each leg taken out. And they just pop right out. You just gotta basically hit them in and then take a plier, bend it back and forth a few times, and she'll pop out. So let's pop those out. Okay, so we got 2 on that side for arms and legs and 2 on this side. Now we'll take out for his head. And then I think we'll take 1 out. Let's see how big this is in here. So this is going to go in here, inside his body as your switch and outlet. I think what we'll do is we'll put the wire out underneath in the back. Pop that one out too. That's basically what we got here. What you want to do is put a lock nut on the end here, because you need 1 inside and 1 outside. What we'll do is I'll leave them a little bit loose for now until we get it all together and shape it how we want to shape it. I got to lower you guys so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, this is going to make his legs. And I'm going to put threaded rod on both sides. I bought 3-inch threaded rod. And then we'll screw on his feet. The other one. So then there you go, you got his legs with his feet and the body. Tighten this up a little bit. He stands up. And then we'll put the other elbows on the top for his hands. Nut outside, 1 nut inside. This is what we got so far. his legs, his arms, and what I'm gonna do is put these plugs on the end of each arm. I didn't buy any arm extenders. You can make the arms as long as you want. Maybe next time I'll do that. But for now, that's what we're looking like. It looks pretty cool. And then for his head, we're gonna use this. Just gotta get a screwdriver. I said you could put his head any which way you want. Put the wiring inside. And take another lock nut on each side. This happens to come with the lock nut on this side already. See? Okay, tighten this up a little bit. Don't swing around. Get your lock nut on there. Lay him down a little bit. And then tighten this up on here. So there's your robot body. And we'll put a bulb in the end when we're done. I'm going to get some of this stuff out of the way. So we're going to use this wire. I don't know what I got it off of, but I always save extra wires off of anything that we're going to throw away. And this is a 3-prong, 3 wires. So this way I can ground the outlet. Okay, it's like I got to run outside and get a through hole for the wires, because you want to put this through the body here. You want to put it through, but you want to be able to lock it on the back. I got the end piece for the wire, and I'm going to see which one will work best for this wire. I got 3 different styles. Okay, so I have one that has this small hole in the back for a wire, so if the wire fits in this, I'll use it. I have this one that is for pretty much any size wire. I'll get through there for a cord. And I have this one that's bent 90 degrees. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use that. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Might be. Actually, it looks pretty cool. It looks like a little backpack. So maybe, yeah, maybe we'll use this one, if you can see that. So, I think that might be the one. Basically, we're going to have to snake the wire through. Some of this stuff I had around in my garage. So, you know, if you have some pipe and electrical stuff in your garage, you're lucky you don't gotta spend. Because I believe to make this robot, you're probably looking at around 40 bucks or more, because the pipe's not that cheap. I got the backing out of the way so I can get the wire through, and then we'll put it back together. I think I'll put the washer on the outside just to give it some space, because you don't want too much stuff inside the box. It takes up too much room. So you want to keep your pipes out as far as possible. And I'll show you that, what I mean by that. Okay, so I put that on the back. That's the 90-degree end for the wire. And what I mean about the threads, these pipe threads right here, you don't want them sticking too far inside this box here. Otherwise you're just going to encroach on the outlet, because the outlet's pretty fat when you use one that's an outlet and a switch. It's got a little bit of meat to it, so you want to make sure you have room in the box for it. So now we'll put the wire through. Like so. I think I'm going to move you guys behind me so you can see the electric work that I'm going to be doing on here. Right, if you're not used to doing electric work, you may want to get some help on that. It's pretty simple, but I'm not an electrician, so I don't want to tell you you should do it or not do it, but it is pretty simple, and I'll show you. So this is the outlet. I'm going to pull these tabs off the corners, so we don't need them, and I think they're just going to get in the way later. So they just snap right off. Okay, so your power going into this outlet, you'll see there's a black screw. That's for your black wire. And then on the other side is your white wire, and that'll be for your outlet. And then for your switch itself, the black is going to jump over to this one. Unless you break that thing in between them, they're both connected. Okay, so for the light, you want to splice these wires and give them enough room to have to wrap around the screws. Now, I actually have a wire tool, which I think I'm going to go get. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to use these wire strippers. I'll link them below as well in case somebody wants to buy a pair of these. I don't recommend cutting wires with these because it's not really controlled of how deep you're going to cut the wire. And this has sizes on it, so you can take it and safely splice the wire. Give it a twist, do the other one as well. You probably want about 3/4 of an inch of wire exposed so that you could have enough to wrap it around each screw. And also when you do that, you want to make sure you wrap it around in the direction that you're going to tighten. Otherwise it's going to want to pull itself off. So twist it, put like a little hook on it, like that. Just make sure it's wrapped around nice and tight. Give it a little pinch, and then tighten it up. Okay, so that's the one black wire. And then we'll do the white wire. Same thing. Pinch it around the screw head and tighten it down. You want to make sure it's tight because a loose wire conducts heat, and heat makes fire. So you do not want to make it loose. Okay, and now for the wire coming into the box, we got the white, black, and the ground. So we strip a little bit more of this off. Twist it. I'll do all three right now since it's easier. 3/4 of an inch in length. Beat up. This is the old wire. Okay. Twist it. Okay. So there's a green screw on this side, which is where you're going to put your green wire. Make sure you twist everything nice and tight. Have it tight enough on that one. Okay. Wrap it around. You can give it a little squeeze with your plier as well, just to make sure the wires are tightly wound on there. Tighten the ground. Alright guys, so wiring it up, you have to have the black wire on one of the black screws. Leave the jumper across the blacks, you don't break it off, and it jumps it automatically to this one. Your ground wire is the green on this side, and now your neutral, okay, for your lamp goes up here on this white screw, or you want to call it a gold screw, and then the hot neutral coming off the black wire here goes here, as well as the return for the light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the two wires. This is a plate that allows you to put two wires here. I got to lay this down. Shit are on there good. It's actually, for those who haven't done it before, it shows you how to do it right here. There you go. Alright guys, so the wiring could be a little tricky with this switch outlet kind of setup. So just make sure when you're doing it, the one black off the hot line, which is the plug, goes here. It jumps across to the other black screw. Okay? This white one up here is for the light itself. And then on this side, you got your ground. And you have two wires here. You have the black from the light and the white from the wire. Okay? What I'm going to do too is put some electrical tape around all these wires on the outlet, only because it's a metal box and I don't want them touching the sides of the box and shorting anything out. So I'm going to wrap some tape around it. It's a little safer. And then we'll put it back in, screw it together. Now I happen to have a white cover. You can use a metal cover, which might make it look a little bit more of a robot. So you can either get, you know, a white one, you can get a metal one, you can get any color you want to make it look cool. You can paint the robot. Okay. I gotta put this cover on for the wire. This will hold the wire in tight so it don't move around. You don't want it to move around on the desk or dresser, wherever you're gonna put it. So now there you go, you got your wire coming out back here. So this little rubber ring that was on the light here is actually in the way of letting the bulb go all the way down. So I took it off, probably cut it a little bit bigger so that the bulb can go in deeper. There you go, there's your robot. Robot light, desk lamp. Now let's see if I have something to plug in. I'm going to try to plug in this Google. I got a Google Home. It's coming on. See that? The outlet works. The lamp works. So that's it. Quick, easy robot lamp. If you want to make it with just a switch in the middle, you don't need a 3-prong with a ground. Then you can just go with something like this, which I bought for like $2-3, and you can just utilize that 2-prong and just cut this end off of it because you won't need it, and splice the wires here and use those onto your switch. You can also buy, they sell those bulbs, I think they're on Amazon or some on eBay, that change colors, and you can use like a remote, which would be pretty cool too. But for now, we'll leave it like that. You can aim this wherever you want, the robot head. So we'll leave it a little angled forward for now. I do have a lamp shade. We can see what that'll look like as well. Let's try it out. Alright, so I purchased this little lamp shade, figuring maybe it would look pretty cool on the robot. But to do that, we'll straighten this here so that the bulb is straight up. And basically, this clips over the bulb, so there you go. So you can even do it with a lampshade. You got yourself a robot. A little lampshade I think was like $5. Maybe even if you're artistic, you can put a face on here, robot or a sticker, something like that. Pretty cool though. See what it looks like with the lampshade. There it is. Not bad for a little project for the winter. Alright guys, that's it for today. That's it for the robot lamp. If you liked it, let me know. Maybe we'll build one that's a little more complex, maybe with 2 outlets, some other stuff. Motion sensor, we can put in one. I happen to have a motion sensor in the garage I can use. Let me know what you think. If you like this and you want to get a little more advanced, let me know, and we'll build another one. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey everyone, welcome back to What's in Your Garage. Today I want to show you something I use to clean up with. It's a rigid shop vac. Every garage should have one. Makes quick, easy cleanup of all the sawdust that I create, I'll tell you that. And easy to clean out. Buy a filter maybe once a year with it. You can use it for wet or dry. I think it's just a great thing to have. Otherwise, what are you going to do? Sweep? I don't know what other kind of vacuum you can use. You can't use a house vacuum. You'll ruin the house vacuum. Your wife will kill you. Or, I don't know. Maybe it's you doing it. Maybe you are the wife vacuuming in the garage. I don't know. If you're a handy woman, you never know. But here it is. I'm going to put this back on the stand because I have a bad habit of putting my hand over the microphone. It's happened. I'm sure you've seen it or heard it. Okay, so there it is. It's a rigid shop vac. I happen to get a metal one. I think it'll last a lot longer. Rigid is good. That's Home Depot brand. I've had it probably, I don't know, 2 years maybe. Tells you what size filters go in it, if you have 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, or 7,000. Doesn't really matter. So that's good. It's a, looks like a 6 horsepower. Plenty for the garage. Looks like it's a 10-gallon. They call this a 10-gallon container. Simple to open up. Right, you just grab this handle. A little harder than I thought. I had some sawdust caught in it. But that's how you take it off. You just grab, pull, and then you can lift it right off. And then in here you have your filter. Right there, my filter's pretty dirty. A lot of sawdust. So I just emptied it not long ago. And you just clip it back. And that's it. You got yourself a nice vacuum. If you're going to use it to suck up water, it looks like there's like a little valve here. You can let out the water. You had like some kind of leak in your house, basement, you can use this to suck it up. Wet dry vac. So there you go. 10-gallon, 6 horsepower, metal rigid shop vac. Really good. This is my second one. I had one that lasted probably 15 years. It was all plastic and it was bigger. Maybe like a 15 or a 20-gallon I had. It was too big. This is plenty. So you don't want to go much smaller than this or too big either, right? It's got the holders. You can see that you clip right here, all the different ends that you would utilize. With this end I always use. I don't use really anything else around the garage. And you can click it right there. So there it is. On wheels. You can roll it around your shop, your garage. Rigid shop vac. Alright, thanks for watching. That's it for What's in Your Garage. I'll see you guys next time. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Take care, everyone.